Hey, hey, namaste, and all of that. Today we're going to be doing some exercises that focus on strengthening the knees. So let's grab our mats and let's get straight into it.
Evil Empire, laughing all the way to the bank.
Hey, Glock, show these niggas, man. Hey, Glock, show these niggas, man.
We're going to begin in seated position. Bring the legs out. Just feel and wiggle around. Bring intention into the stretch. And when you're ready, let's inhale into the sky. Then we're going to melt down into the legs. Let's touch our toes for a little minute here while we breathe into the stretch. When you're ready, we're going to begin our first exercise. We're going to raise our knees up for an inhale and then bring them back down for an exhale to the mat. We're going to do this 5 times, and when you're bringing that knee down to the mat, be sure to give it a little extra push to start building that strength. Inhale, knees gently go up, and exhale, melt back down to the mat. Feel free to incorporate the feet and the toes as we reach for another inhale. And exhale back down to the mat. As we warm up and get our knees prepared for this flow, I just wanted to say that there will always be distractions in life. There will always be something else that you have to do or something else that you want to do. I think it's time for you to start putting your self-health first, because who can you really be for anyone or for anything without it? With that being said, let's get through the many distractions today. And on your next inhale, you're going to raise one leg in the air, keeping it as straight as possible. Let's hold in the air for a minute while breathing in this pose, building strength in the core and the knees. And as you exhale, lower that leg back down to the mat. And we're going to inhale, other side, hold in the air for a while, and let's breathe into that pose as well. Building nice, healthy, strong knees. And on an exhale, let's bring that leg back down. Very good. Now let's prepare for the other side. Inhale, that leg goes right back up. Hold that for a second. And let's exhale, staying in the pose, holding that leg up using core and knee strength. Now let's inhale and exhale, melt it back down to the mat. Loosen up a little bit here as we prepare for the other side. On a big inhale, let's bring the other leg in the air. And we're going to exhale, staying in the pose. It's okay if you shake a little here. That means you're building strength. Now we're just going to scooch up in our mats just a little bit because we're going to lay flat on our mats. Let's give a big inhale in the chest. And as we lay down flat on our mats, exhale, just relieving some stress out the body, knowing that we are here with intention today. You can lay here for a second, wiggling the toes, thinking about how strong our knees are going to be in a couple of weeks. And when you're ready, let's plant the feet down on the mat. And on an inhale, let's raise the glutes in the air, tightening the glutes, putting the strength all in the knees. Let's give a few deep breaths into this pose. On an inhale, let's take the hips a little bit higher. And then on an exhale, let's melt back down. Now let's extend one leg out. And when we inhale for our next glute bridge, we're going to bring that leg in the air with us. Now raise as high as what's comfortable for you. Stay here for a couple of breaths. and release, melting back down to the mat. Relax the legs for a second. And on an inhale, we're going to take it to the other side. Take your time. It's okay to mess up a little. Just start over and get through it. I messed up a little bit and I just start over and got through it. Breathe into the pose. I wanted to leave the sound on this video so you guys can really hear the breathing and the stretching. But I have a man that I live with that continuously asks me questions all day. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. So I apologize for the many conversations. Breathe and let's prepare for another glute bridge. You look behind the TV? Inhale up and exhale in the pose, and let's stay here for a minute. Our last inhale and then exhale back down to the mat. Relax the legs for a minute as we prepare for another extended leg glute bridge. Let's lift that leg right on up. The second time around, I would hope, will be a little bit easier than the first time. Let's breathe. Exhale, melt down. Relax and let's take it to the other side when you're ready. Inhale up, extend that leg in the air, exhale in the pose, and breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, exhale, melt back down to the mat. Okay, now let's bring the knees to the chest and let's just rock and cradle for a little bit. Loosen up from that previous exercise. Let's try extending the legs in the air, pushing them forward a little bit as much as you can. Play in this pose. Do what's comfortable for you. Touch the toes, the ankle, loosen up, and when you're ready, let's release. Take in one knee to the chest at a time for a deeper stretch individually on each knee. Try to breathe into the knee. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and take it to the other side, breathing into that knee as well. Let's stay here for a bit, just taking our time with each pose and each knee. Eventually laying the legs back down, meeting here flat back on the mat. Let's inhale, rise up. Exhale, melt down into the ankles. On an inhale, we're going to take the right hand and place it on the mat. Exhaling for a side plank pose. Stay here for a breath. And then on your exhale, you want to melt back down into the mat, staying in the pose, placing the hip on the mat. Let's lay down and relax in this pose. Let's really try to enjoy this one. Let's take the left ankle for another knee stretch. Stay here for a breath or two and we'll switch to the other side. Before we switch to the other side though, we're gonna go ahead and extend that left leg back out and we're gonna take that right knee and bend that right knee back. Now we're going to prepare to extend that leg up in the air to really build some more strength into that knee. This is really going to help build strength in the knees and the hips. And the hips are very much needed to have strong knees and overall just good coordination. Let's take the right arm over the head and prepare for another more intense side plank pose. Don't worry about the books. And then let's get right into downward dog. It's always good to be in a downward dog. I always say one downward dog a day keeps the doctor away. We'll just be in that for a little bit as we go into our next side plank pose on the other side. Let's give it a good, nice, wide stretch here as we exhale, melt down back to the mat. Laying on our hip here, let's relax the shoulders and the elbows as we bend the left leg, holding that left foot. Keeping the right leg straight and relax. Let's get deep into the stretch here. Switch bended knees, and we're going to prepare for our next leg extension. Keep the left leg as straight as you can, lifting it in the air as high as you like today. Staying here for some breaths, staying in the pose for as long as we can for a little challenge, going for a little challenge today. And on an exhale, we're going to go ahead and release the pose, melting down to the mat. And let's go ahead and roll over and inhale into upward dog. Nice deep stretch, and exhale into downward dog. On your tippies, let's walk into a forward fold. Once we meet our destination into our forward fold, just rock into the body, touch the toes, paying attention into what you need today. And then on an inhale, rise up for chair pose. Exhale into seated. With each inhale and exhale in your chair pose, you want to go lower in your seat or higher in your seat, in which is comfortable for you, which is more of a challenge for you. You want to challenge yourself a little more today or less today. Where are you today? On your last inhale, let's exhale and release the pose. In our next chair pose, we're going to take the left foot and place it on the right knee, creating balance and strength. Once you've found your balance, stay here and breathe into the pose. And on a big exhale, release the pose. Loosen up a little bit while we get ready for the other side. Inhale, arms go up to the sky, and we exhale, seated into chair pose. Prepare your balance as we get ready to take that right leg and place it on the left knee. Notice which side you might be struggling with a little bit more and which knee might be a little bit stronger than the other. Breathe deeply in the pose, in the struggle, or even if this is easy for you. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, release the pose, planting the feet back onto the mat. For our last couple of standing exercises that we're going to do, just remind yourself that you need to congratulate yourself today for getting this far. Like, wow, you did it. An exhale, go in for a forward fold. And when we come back up from that forward fold, take the left hand and grab the left foot, bending that left knee, balancing on one foot. You can lean forward into the pose and always remember to breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to release and do the other side as well. And when you release, we're going to do our final exercise. Just a little bit of rocking back and forth between your toes and the heels of your feet. Inhale, tippy toe. Exhale, heel of the foot. Inhale, tippy toe. Exhale, heel of the foot. Do this until you feel like you have a little comfortable groove. It's really good for your knees. Even if you were to press up against the wall and do this, this isn't really about balance. This is more so building strength in the knee. But not having the wall there does give you the opportunity to create some balance there and build it all at once. And just when you feel like you become a master at this, take your left leg and bend it forward, stepping that right leg back. When you get yourself low enough, you can take the arms and melt them to the mat as well, sinking deeper into the pose. Release, stepping that left leg back into downward dog. Taking the right leg, bending the right leg forward, and keeping the left leg back. Take your time stepping back into your last downward dog of the day, congratulating yourself, patting yourself on the back. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank yourself. You really showed a lot of improvement lately, and I'm so proud that you showed up today. So proud. Melt the knees down to the mat. Let's end this in a child's pose. Nice and peaceful, nice and childlike. Peace, love, and healing to you. Namaste.